Imagine you're a student walking across campus, and you notice something strange. Everyone seems incredibly stressed out this semester. You want to reach the bottom of it. A good question is a great start, but you soon realize you need a specific plan for how to actually find the answer. Think of yourself as an explorer at the edge of unmapped territory. Before you take your first step, you have to choose which tools to pack in your toolkit to help you map the landscape ahead. There isn't one best way to do this. The path you choose to walk down changes the type of answers you're going to find. Down the first path, we meet Professor Quant. He is the undisputed master of precise measurement, strict logic, and formal structure. He uses quantitative research, which is a way of testing ideas using numbers. Instead of looking for stories, you look for data by asking how many or how much, usually by sending a single structured survey to a large group, like 1,000 students. This scatter plot helps us see links between factors we measure. We can compare exact hours students sleep against reported stress. By finding this pattern, we take proof from a small group and speak confidently about the entire campus. This approach gives you clear, objective proof of exactly what is happening. But numbers can't always explain the personal feelings behind those percentages. Down the second path, we find Dr. Qualia. She is an intrepid explorer of human meaning and personal stories. She practices qualitative research. Instead of using numbers, she uses words to understand the why and asks people directly, how does this particular experience truly feel to you? Rather than surveying 1,000 people, a qualitative researcher might sit down with just 5 students for deep, rich, open-ended conversations. From those messy individual stories, she looks for patterns called themes. This diagram shows how researchers group similar ideas to turn notes into a clear map of what students experience. Collecting this kind of data is a serious process. It requires careful, rigorous methods to capture and document human interactions exactly as they happen. Qualitative research provides the deep human context that numbers leave out, helping us understand the personal reasons behind the problem. Finally, at the exact center of the crossroads, we meet Guide Mix. This path brings both of those worlds together. This is mixed methods. It's an approach where you purposefully use both numerical data and personal stories in a single study. A bar chart proves 80% of students are stressed, while interviews explain a new grading policy is the cause. This buddy system lets the strengths of one method naturally cover the blind spots of the other. Mixed methods allows you to measure how big a problem is and deeply understand where it's coming from, all at once. So, looking at these 3 choices, you might ask, which of these paths is the best one to take? If you need to measure the scale of an issue and see how different factors are linked, choose the path of numbers, quantitative research. If you need to explore personal meanings and hear the stories behind the situation, choose the path of experience, qualitative research. And if you need to measure the scope while also explaining the underlying reasons, walk the combined path, mixed methods. The truth is, the right tool depends entirely on what you are trying to find out. Ultimately, good research doesn't just start with choosing a method, it always starts with asking exactly the right question.